All right, all packed up here. Got the Mad River canoe. It's been a terrific canoe for me. What I like about it best is it is tremendously comfortable. It's got those backrests, and you can sit in this and paddle almost all day long. What else do I got? I've got the fishing poles in. I got a musky pole and a walleye pole. Got a number of life jackets, all my clothes, sleeping bag, cap, rain jacket. Looks like it's gonna rain the next few days. Hopefully not too bad. Got a cooler full of food. Always bring too much. Can't wait to get up there. Everything's packed. Looking forward to hitting the road. We go up to Minocqua. We fish on a couple lakes up there. We've got a secret spot that we go duck hunting. We've been doing this a number of years, and I look forward to getting out there. What we do is we get up early. We go a long ways down a logging road in the national forest. We park on one of the rivers. We canoe in, and we just have a fun time, and you'll get to see that once we get going. All right. For those of you who have seen my previous video, you remember I showed you the dash on my truck. I had the airbag light on, and I had the check engine light on, and those lights were on for a number of years. I just kind of ignored them. The truck seemed to run just fine. Finally got tired of it, had a little extra money, so decided to get those fixed. The airbag was a sensor in front. There's two sensors. One of them needed to be replaced, and as you can imagine, everything now is $400, so yep, $400. The check engine light was an oxygen sensor, just like the airbag sensor. There's two of them. One of them went bad. As you can imagine, another $400. Actually, I think it was more. But the lights are off, and I hope they stay off. Well, it looks like the canoe is hanging on. Starting to get to the area that I really love. It's when it starts to feel like the North Woods. You don't see as many signs, you don't see as many cars, and it's starting to feel pretty good. Tonight is one of my favorite parts. Kind of headed into the North Woods. No more big street signs, no more traffic jams, just beautiful colors. This has always been an area that the maple trees turn pretty early. We're at the end of September, well, almost. And this is one of the fun areas to drive through. There's a little bit of a hill. This side of it, I've always considered being up north. We're headed to Minocqua. The sign says 61 more miles, so we got about an hour to go, maybe less. All the food is packed, got plenty of gas. The boat is still on in the back. All right, it's been a good trip so far. Been listening to some classic rock. Song from the Bad Animals, hadn't heard in a long time. A lot of AC/DC, a little Metallica. And the best song of the day has been I'm a Problem Child. Y'all know who that's from. All right, another great song just heard. Got me a little riled up. Dirty Deeds. Done pretty darn cheap, actually. Dirt cheap. But I don't think you can find that anymore today. Where can you find anything cheap anymore? What the hell has happened in the last few years? The Grateful Dead. Another great song we're listening to here. Getting closer. We're probably 20 miles from Minocqua. Starting to cloud up a little bit. I think we're going to get some rain today. The rear view mirror says it's 63. So not a bad day out here. Kind of warm. Wish it was a little cooler. Kind of some pretty leaves there on the right. I've seen some better a ways back. Wasn't able to get my camera out. What's kind of interesting is you can't quite see it here, but the traffic going south, because this is Sunday, all those poor people that gotta work are going back home. And I'm headed north. What a different feeling now that I'm retired. Feels really good. Another great song by The Who. No one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man behind true eyes. All right, here's some good news. 20.1 miles per gallon. That's pretty darn good. 18-year-old truck. Been doing about 65 to 70. So that's been terrific. There's some colors. Coming up on Prentice and Rhinelander. So starting to get a little bit closer. Well, here they come. Everybody headed south and I'm going north. God, that's a great feeling. I used to be in that crowd headed back home, headed south on a Sunday. Feels great to be headed north. Boy, look at this, all alone. Well, here comes some. Motley Crue, My Heart. That was the last song that played. Another great one as we're headed up north and watching everybody go back home to the south. They got to work tomorrow. I did that for almost 40 years. I'm done now. Not going to work again. Did too much of that. Little regret. Maybe more than just a little. But I'm 60 now. Well, the wife yells at me because I'm only 59 when I round up. We're getting closer and driving into some rain. Looks like it's pretty widespread based upon the clouds up ahead. Well, glad I brought my rain gear. My friend Mike, who I'm meeting, met Mike, I don't know how many years ago. I think we were about 18 or 19 in college. We met at the university in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Weird how you meet people. Some of them stay in your life. A lot of them don't, it seems, but that's all right. It's just one after another, after another, after another. It's interesting on this road. You get a number of passing lanes, and everybody that was going 55 decides it's time to go 80. And then it's a bottleneck. And it's a little dangerous. I'm a little surprised there haven't been some accidents. There's several passing lanes, which are great to have. But there's always a crazy that decides he's got to do 90 to see how many cars he can get past to only have to slow down to 55 after a mile. So you might as well just try to enjoy life. Well, I'm headed north, so I'm enjoying life. These poor people on the left are going to be getting up early tomorrow to go to work, but somebody's got to work. Seems like not a lot of people want to work today, and I get that. I don't want to work either. But it kind of feels like I put my time in, and now it's time for me not to work and try to enjoy the rest of my life. Beautiful up here. This part of the road is really nice. We're about 10 miles away. Maybe just a little more. I think the leaves are going to be peak up here in about 10 days. So next weekend, which would be early October, late September. Got a really pretty lake on the right here. It's Lake Catherine. Hopefully you're going to be able to see it. Never been on it, but someday I'd like to. Alright, so fair warning when you come into Minocqua. There is a speed trap. You see the sign here on the right. Drops down to 45. And this curve makes it just perfect for the authorities to sit right in that parking lot. That's a favorite spot. Got to be careful. I think they stopped using that now because it's a private business, but they will sit here to the right. And I think this is a town property. So they'll sit right there. You can see it coming up by Smokey the Bear. Fire danger is low today, but yeah, that's where the speed trap is, so be careful coming into town. They got to raise money too. Just hope it's not from you. Alright, coming up here on the right is a terrific bait shop. Let's check out the gas prices here. Gas prices $3.64, not too bad. On the right, you'll see a sign, a red sign. It's called the Musky Shop. That is a great place to go. Thousands and thousands of lures. And we're going to be turning left here. Alright, the road is starting to narrow, which is terrific. Nobody on it this morning. I think everybody's left to go back home. Colors are really looking nice. Come somebody. I'll just keep the video going. It's pretty back here. Very pretty back here. This is what it's like. You can drive hundreds of miles of these roads in northern Wisconsin. Lots of back roads. Incredible numbers of lakes. And a place for sale if you wanted to move up here. That's another thing. Just like all over the country, try to find a place up here to buy, you can kind of forget it. Everything was bought up during the pandemic. A lot of fiber optics been laid up here, which has made it super easy for people to come up here, live and work at their cabin. And they decided to either stay or not sell, because there's not much for sale anymore. Prices, I'm gonna guess, on some reasonable places that you used to be able to pick up, maybe for $250,000 back in 2000, let's say 2018. I think a lot of prices in some cases have almost doubled up here for that category of home. So what you could get for $200,000 or $250,000 not gonna cost you $400,000 or $500,000. And they're all bought up. They go up for sale, they're gone. Alright, headed down the road to Mike's cabin. Mike's cabin is about 50 years old. I'll have to ask him. I know he and his dad and his mom and their family put this cabin up almost 50 years ago. Really cool. I think they tore down a number of old barns, old schoolhouses, reclaimed the lumber. So the place is really cool. Hopefully he's going to let me show you some of the things inside. It was built by an old world craftsman who lived on the site, I think, quite a while. The lumber in there, some of it's got to be over 300 years old from the time it was grown to today, probably maybe older. Imagine these barns were built in the 1800s, so let's say 200 years ago, and then the trees were probably 200 years old. So yeah, easily some of the wood in here could be 300 to 400 years old. Really pretty road. Continue to get rain here. That's all right. Looks like they got some rain this morning already. We need the rain up here. Boy, we've had pretty bad drought this summer throughout Wisconsin. We're getting some rain now, but for the first time we had red flag warnings, which are unusual for Wisconsin. Boy, California, sure. Wisconsin, red flag warnings, high winds, dry conditions, fire, really possible here in Wisconsin. So it's great that we got some rain because the leaves are falling. If I remember the turn, it's right here. We'll see if he's here or not. And it looks like he's here. He's got his boat. There's the lake. There's the cabin. We have arrived. Which dog? This is Remy?
Yeah.
Hi, Remy.
No, you just stay.
Hi, Remy. Hi. And that's Jade?
Yeah. Remy, get in your place.
We'll say hi to Jade. Hi, Jade. Hi.
Remy.
Hi.
Come here.
Yes, hi. Yes, hi.
Place.
Yes, hi. Yes,
Come on,
hi.
get in your place.
She's not in her place.
Get in your place. Get up here. Yeah, she gets scared. Yeah, just a minute.
Food from the table. Get this one.
I'm good with this.
It's Endless.
Howell not only supports King's home in his words, but also his wallet.
No,
Are you the guide?
I am not the guide.
Are you the guide?
I'm anything but the guide.
Just heard the Packers win after being down 17-0. Came back and won at 18-17. All right, so we're trying for muskie. Got some great weeds along this shore, so that's what we're going to start at first. I'm throwing black and silver. Mike is throwing the same thing. All right, Mike, I'm going to leave the phone out and on video, so if one of us gets one, the other one grabs the phone.
Okay.
All right, we're moving already. We got out of the weeds.
All right, hurry up. Get up there, Tom. Hurry up.
Well, nothing yet. We're headed to a spot on the map where you can see we've been many times. So I'm going to head up there. I'm going to turn left. I'm going into the wind. Mike, are we going to catch a fish tonight?
Yes.
He's thinking positive.
Right after the left.
Yes, yes.
And it's going to rain, I'm convinced.
It's not going to rain. Well, we're making a lot more squiggles. Nothing yet.
Whoa, it's getting dark.
We're not going to get rained on.
I'm going to probably get my rain skin anyhow. Take a week. Oh, wait. See where? Oh, no. Did you ever see it again?
I might have.
Go to the left. Take a short left.
Yeah, I am.
He's showing them where we fit.
They don't know where we're fishing. We're fishing in the great state of Maine. Yeah, we're getting a little afraid of this rain coming. All right, so we decided that we're in trouble here and it's going to start pouring at any moment, even though the Weather Channel has been So incorrect all summer long. Said no rain. Half hour ago it said no rain. And now we're gonna get rain. And a lot of it. This is not good. Got some terrible. We're running for cover. We're running for cover. We could probably get to the island if we raced. That's where I thought we were headed. Jesus, there's more lightning. What kind of boat is this? This is aluminum, isn't it? Oh, man. Uh-oh, go right, go right, go right, go right, go right. You're in deep water back by the motor. Hello. Shit, we're gonna get soaked. All right, we're gonna hunker down in here. We don't really know where we are. Really pretty here. Nice deer trail coming right down here. I think we're gonna go climb this hill. And there it is. Start walking toward it. Well, one thing I noticed while I'm back here, there's buck rubs right there. 2 trees. It's quite a trail right here. And there's a buck rub on this tree. Where was it? Right there. It hasn't started raining yet, but it's gonna be on us, I'm afraid. It's out that way. Our neighbor dog, they have one of those dogs that guards cattle.
Oh yeah.
And I forget the name of them.
You mean like an Australian-
Burmesian.
Oh, one of
whatever.
those big ones. Yeah.
Is it Burmesian? What is it? Burmese.
Burmese.
Cattle dog or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was 3 years old and it died.
What happened to it?
It died on the 4th of July. It was out guarding the cattle, and the neighbors across the street started a bunch of fireworks. Wait for the thunder. Wait for it. It's got to be some. That was rumbling thunder. I want to catch the lightning. Jeez. It's rolling thunder. There's a loon right out there that does not seem to be bothered by any of this. Mr. Loon. Don't know if it's going to pass.
A little rain gets through these trees right here. I mean, literally, there's no rain.
But when it starts to pour, it'll get through. That was a big one.
And keep it on recording, and eventually you'll get a lightning bolt.
Well, if we get nailed by lightning, at least there'll be a recording of it. Last Thoughts by Jack Handy. What was that show called? Oh, Deep Thoughts.
Deep Thoughts.
Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy. All right, we're going to try to outrun the storm. We got a brief lull. It's too bad. I think tonight would have been a great night to fish. We could still stay out here, Mike. Just get wet. It's only water.
I'm worried about the water.
Yeah, that's right. Pretty night. Headed right into the storm. Right into the storm. Oh, there was one. You got it full speed? All right, we made it back. But that's an ominous storm that's coming. And we're the only ones here. No surprise. Save the boat. Save the boat. Save the boat. Great driving. You're doing all the work. It'll make a good video though. I think we made it. Well, they promised him paternity leave.
Oh, and then he's gonna leave after that.
And he gets 4 months paternity leave paid.
That's crazy.
Well, that's what I thought. And I said that to him. I said, you're really lucky they're giving you 4 months paid. And then the 5th month, he only has to work 20 hours a week.
Oh my God.
And I said, well, you're pretty lucky to get that. That's amazing. I said, when I got my leave
I didn't get
and had the
any.
kids, I got 1 day.
Yeah, I did too.
One day. I was told 1 day. Well, and he looked back at me and he said, Dad, you don't realize that the deal I got isn't one of the best deals you can get.
That's it. You've been retired for 6 years, haven't you?
I think it's going to be 6. Well, I left at the end of 2017, so I've been to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah, 6 years.
6 years.
And I have finally gotten used to being retired.
I don't know. The thing that bothers me a little bit is I feel like I'm a little bit useless.
Well, you are, but you were useful for a long time. Now it's time to be useless.
Yeah, but it bothers
Enjoy
me.
yourself.
The thing that bothers me too is you become irrelevant, right?
Or you become a nobody.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a shit about you anymore.
Nobody gave a shit about you before. The only people that give a shit about you are your parents.
Crazy.
So you got to figure out now how to have meaning on your own because you're not getting it from work anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's what bothers me.
Well, that's why I'm doing these videos. I'm trying something new. I'm going to do 100 videos.
Yeah, well, that's good just to do something different, right?
Something creative because
Right.
accounting wasn't creative. If you were creative in accounting, you went to jail. All right, here we go. Rainy morning. Where's the hound? Come here, hound. Everything packed up. Looks like it's going to rain all morning on us, but we're going anyway. Yeah, the weather's not looking good this morning, but we're headed out anyway. Jade, you want to come get in the truck? You want to come get in the truck? Nope, doesn't want to get in the truck yet because it's raining. All right, wish us luck. We'll see you out there. Stroke. Where's the dog? Is the dog sitting?
Sit.
Oh, Jesus. Going over. Can't see the dog. Did you sing me a song like in Italy? All right, we're out here on the Trout River. We got about 6 minutes before shooting time. It's a rainy, overcast day. It's going to be wet, just like last night. Looks like it's going to drizzle rain most of the morning. It's actually quite warm. It must be about 60. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Okay, we are legal. We are legal. We're about 20 minutes in and had one flock fly over. It was too high. Got robins flying back and forth right here in front of me. That's off to my right. And maybe 60 yards wide, I guess. I should be coming right through here, but it's been quiet, except for the robins. Well, one flock so far, that's been it. Probably be some low flyers come by right now while I'm holding the camera. Really pretty out here. All right, had one come by a little too far away. I tried, no luck. Off in the distance again, we've got, looks like pretty good storm coming. It's probably a half hour away. Hope we get something before then. That's a pretty sight. There more coming?
What?
Must be another flock.
I have one, so go ahead and shoot.
You gonna blast one?
I got a permit.
That's pretty. And they're gone. What we're looking for is ducks. Duck, 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 duck. I think it's gonna rain pretty hard for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't look good, does it?
No. Jade, did you get a duck? Did you get a duck,
Huh?
duck?
What?
Talking to Jade.
Oh.
Is the ducks out there? The ducks out there? Nothing but rain.
JD, sit.
Whoa, boy, whoa.
Sit.
Jade.
JD, sit.
All right, we're headed back. We got nothing. And it started to pour. It looks like it's going to get worse. All right, 5 miles to paddle. What's going on back there? Are we going in?
She keeps this up here, well. Sit.
I end up dropping my phone in. Well, I'm not paddling. I'm trying to see what's going on back there. Go around the corner really quiet.
I think these ducks have learned to cut this corner completely and they cut across way over by the point and then they pick up the river again down further.
You think they live that long to learn?
They live like 20 years.
Ducks do? No.
Yeah.
I figure they get shot up pretty quick.
Hey, get in here. Get in
A duck will live 20 years?
Yeah. Oh, there's a beaver hut right here.
All right, we're gonna jump shoot some. I don't know if that's legal anymore, is it? God, it's pretty back here. You want to just paddle up there for fun?